I have my big bowl of water with a little bit of soap in it. And what I basically, this is really good for people that, forget the dates on your food or you don't want to waste food. I am a big advocate of not wasting food and also dating everything. I feel like this is some jackfruit. And because it's a new year, you want to start by cleaning your fridge. So I throw out stuff I know I'm never going to eat. And I kind of take a mental note so I know not to rebuy it when I go to the supermarket. Stuff that has a longer shelf life, I usually keep. So, for example, my olives, the hemp seeds you saw, this is some coconut yogurt I made. So again, I'm just gonna clean this all out. And then once you're done like organizing and taking all your goods out, you're gonna take a cloth. I have a bunch of these I used to use while I'm cooking. And you're just gonna clean. Like you wanna clean this place out. Get your Lysol, your Fabuloso. Oh, this smells really good. And get your Dr. Bonners, which is basically what I use. I'm gonna clean this little drawer out as well. It has my vegan butter in there, an apple, and I'm a big advocate for saving food, so I'm just gonna either meal prep it and put it in the freezer so I can use it in something, or I'm gonna toss it and don't buy it again, because I feel like if I'm not gonna use it, and that's another thing I'm gonna do starting this year, is if I'm not using it, I'm gonna shop by week instead of by month. I feel like that is like the biggest thing. People buy too much and then you're left with a bunch of food that you have to throw away, which I don't like. So I am just cleaning and stuff, and I'll insert 2 pictures as my thumbnail of what it looks like after. So the before and after picture, because it's going to be super clean. I mean, look at the door. It looked way worse than this when I started. Then I just have to get in there and clean out everything. This is going to be my aloe vera gel. And the good thing about this is you can actually freeze it. So you blend it up and you freeze it, or you can just chop it up and freeze it as is. It will still retain the same nutrients. It'll just be in frozen form. So that's one thing I have to prep. This I can make something out of. Now if I can eat it within the next couple days, I'll leave it in the fridge. If I cannot, I'll freeze it. This has been holding on for a long time. This is some pickled garlic and rosemary. It's gold. Some cold brew I can actually add to a recipe I came across, so I'm definitely going to use that very soon. I use this on my toast instead of regular stuff because it basically is the same thing as jam. It has sugar and raspberry in it. This needs to be cleaned out. So yeah, I'm just going to go through all of my fridge and then I'm just going to clean it out. This is very important for those that love to cook, and I am one of those, but also so you have an idea of what you're not consuming a lot of. And I've been going through a lot within the last couple of months, so my eating habit has switched dramatically. I think I only eat once a day. I used to eat 2 or 3 times a day, sometimes 4 or 5 times a day, having snacks in between. But with all the chaos and craziness going on in this world, and me trying to cope with that on top of my business and losing a job and a whole bunch of other stuff, I am just trying to bring it all together. So yeah, and then I do the same thing with my freezer. My freezer, however, I put stuff in because I know the stuff that's in here is frozen, but if I know I haven't eaten it in X amount of time, I'll get rid of it and I'll take a note of it. I'll usually put the notes on this board and I'll let myself know, like, never buy that again. Kombucha, obviously, I love, and I've made kombucha a bunch of times, and I started making it because I was buying so much of it, and I was just like, it's cheaper to just make it yourself, and it is. You get 2 gallons of kombucha or a gallon of kombucha, which will last me a long time. So yeah, what the hell just happened? I just got this little weird cut on my finger for some reason. That's odd. All right, so I'm gonna finish cleaning out. Again, you can compost some of this stuff. You can freeze some of it if you're feeling like it. Or you can discard it and take note of it. And also, I feel like as a cook or as somebody that likes food, to shop in weekly. So I shop every week. I'm going to limit the amount of stuff I buy now because I just feel like I hate food waste. Like, I hate it. I'm not an advocate for it. I dislike it so much. There's so much food that goes to waste every single year in America, especially. And it's just like there are countries that literally eat garbage because they can't afford food. So imagine you throwing away your food when there's somebody else across the ocean that can't even afford to buy fresh food and you have access to it. So I take that into account every time I go shopping. I'm going to be eating more mindfully, which is super important. So yeah, I'm going to clean this out and I'm going to put this stuff back. I'm going to make a list so I know what recipes I can make, and I usually do a little thing on the board. So cleaning my fridge, obviously. And I'm going to do almond fudge because I have almond butter. And I'm going to do sugar cookies, X, Y, and Z. And then I have a shopping list and then my goal list. So yeah, we're going to get through all of this. We're going to get through it, okay? I'll talk to you guys later.